DJI is suing the FCC. In this video, I'm going to tell you what that does and doesn't mean for you as a drone pilot. As of a couple days ago on December 24, DJI filed their case with the US Ninth Circuit Court. And in this lawsuit, they're basically saying that they haven't been given any chance to address national security concerns, and also that what the FCC did violated due process and had procedural issues, and that they overstepped the authority that Congress had given them. Now, just a little bit of context of what all of this is about. Back on December 23, 2025, the FCC added DJI to their covered entities list, which basically means that they can't get FCC authorizations for any new drone models that they want to launch in the US. Now, a lot of people are still super confused about this. This does not affect DJI drones that have already been launched. If you, let's say, own a Nevada 2 or a Mini 5 Pro or a Mavic 4 Pro, that drone is not suddenly going to become illegal, and you can actually still legally purchase them and all of that. This only applies to new models, like for example, if DJI wants to release a Mini 6 Pro or a Mavic 5 Pro or an Air 4, those drones would not be able to be imported and sold in the United States. But DJI is not going down without a fight. They have both directly filed a complaint with the FCC, and now they are also suing the FCC and saying that what they have done is not legal. Which for us drone pilots might seem like it's great, but the real question is, how likely is this to actually get anywhere? And if it does get somewhere, what are the likely results? So the first thing to keep in mind is that this won't be a quick process. Just getting the case to court and getting a ruling on it could take 12 to 18 months. And then whichever side loses the case, either DJI or the FCC, could then appeal the case to the Supreme Court, and then the Supreme Court would decide if they want to hear it. And then that could take even longer to get a final decision if they do decide to hear the case. The second interesting thing here is who DJI has hired to represent them for this court case. One of their attorneys is Elizabeth B. Prelugger. I might be destroying that name, but she was the 48th Solicitor General of the United States, which is basically the person who argues the United States side of a case in the Supreme Court. And another one of the lawyers on this case is Travis LeBlanc, who is the former chief of the FCC's Enforcement Bureau, so he would have inside understanding of how all the processes inside the FCC work and would be better prepared to combat them. And the main thing I see in their selection of lawyers to represent them is that they are getting heavy hitters who have worked inside the system, which indicates to me that they are going into this case looking to win it. They're not just suing the FCC as a way of lodging a protest against what has happened, but they're actually in there to try to change the situation and be able to sell their drones in the United States. Now, we might not be able to get any new models of DJI drones in the US, but the current ones can still shoot incredible cinematic drone videos, but only if you know what you're doing. So if you want to improve your drone shots, I've put together a completely free 45-minute drone filmmaking training where I cover my top 10 secrets to getting cinematic shots with any drone, covering everything from the best settings to use to how to get smooth cinematic movements to how to edit your footage, color grade it, and a whole bunch more. Again, it's completely free, no strings attached. Link to it is down in the description. Now back to talking about the DJI lawsuit. Now, does this mean that they are highly likely to win? I personally think that their chances of winning are still fairly small because it seems like the US government is quite set against letting DJI products be sold in the United States. And even if they were to win this case on due process or procedural grounds, there's absolutely nothing that stops Congress from passing some new law that would ban DJI drones outright without going through the FCC and make this entire court case irrelevant. Another interesting thing in this court case is that DJI is claiming that the FCC is restricting the import and sales of their currently registered drones. DJI states that the FCC has used the ruling as a justification to severely restrict DJI's ability to import its existing products as well as new products outside the scope of the ruling into the United States. This has already been happening in some form or fashion, with Customs and Border Patrol not allowing DJI shipments into the US for quite a while. But it seems like there is more going on and a broader effort to prevent prevent DJI drones from coming into the United States. And this also might explain why some drones that already have FCC registration, like for example the Avata 360, haven't been launched yet. It could be DJI waiting to see if they can make any headway with getting the FCC and Border Patrol to let their current drones into the US before launching that new drone. So what does this mean for us as drone pilots? It means that there is a chance that things could change, although I don't think a very large chance. One potential scenario that could play out is that DJI does get a verdict in their favor in the Ninth Circuit Court. And then even if it gets appealed by the FCC to the Supreme Court, they could potentially have a temporary de-restriction of being able to get new drones FCC authorized, which could lead to a new batch of DJI releases. But again, we don't know if that will happen. We have no idea how any of this will play out, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on. And in the meantime, we can keep flying our current DJI drones, and you can even get them in from outside the US, from South Korea or Japan or somewhere like that, with no problems, and they are completely legal to continue to operate for the foreseeable future. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below this video, and I'll see you in the next one.